shows that they were just inches from being hit by the train. Ray Cunningham had managed to signal a warning to the driver of the train as it entered the tunnel. Gareth Wilkinson reports.
Ray Cunningham is trained to rescue people at sea. The 23-year-old's vigilance also saved lives on the railway track alongside Downhill Beach. Last July, he thought he saw people enter the railway tunnel as a high-speed train approached. Onboard footage captured Ray desperately waving to the driver to slow down. Seconds later, the train narrowly missed the walkers as it hurtled through the tunnel.
This is the very spot then where it all happened. Can you talk me through, where were you when you saw these people enter into the tunnel?
At the time I was down on the beach that direction, about 500, 600 metres. I noticed a bright out of clothing entering the tunnel from there, just caught out of the corner of my eye. Decided to come up here as quickly as I could.
So you raced up the beach?
Raced up as fast as I could.
Feeling that there was people in the tunnel?
Absolutely. Raced up the beach, clambered up this short hill here before the track and proceeded to shout down the tunnel as loud as I could before noticing the train was coming, and then I just waved for everything it was worth.
You must have been horrified. Were you really scared when you heard the train coming, knowing that there was potentially people in that tunnel there?
I was just terrified at the thought of what could potentially happen in that case. The tunnel with nowhere to hide, two people in it and a train thundering down.
As the driver brought the train to a halt at the other side of the tunnel, Ray had already gone in, fearing the worst.
The two people stumbled out of the darkness, maybe 10 or 15 metres into the tunnel. I couldn't believe it, the fact that they were walking. You could see their eyes were wide as they could be. They were just happy to get out of the tunnel. They were completely shaken up. There was some minor injuries and the train must have been thundering right on top of them almost. I like to think that my actions signalled the driver to slow down and potentially gave the people more time to get out of the way and save their lives.
This is one of the most beautiful train journeys in the world. Ray's actions have ensured it's not known for the wrong reason. Gareth Wilkinson, UTV Live, Downhill.
Very good. A live report of today's news shows that they were just inches from being hit by the train. Ray Cunningham had managed to signal a warning to the driver of the train as it entered the tunnel. Gareth Wilkinson reports.
Ray Cunningham is trained to rescue people at sea. The 23-year-old's vigilance also saved lives on the railway track alongside Downhill Beach. Last July, he thought he saw people enter the railway tunnel as a high-speed train approached. Onboard footage captured Ray desperately waving to the driver to slow down. Seconds later, the train narrowly missed the walkers as it hurtled through the tunnel.
This is the very spot then where it all happened. Can you talk me through, where were you when you saw these people enter into the tunnel?
At the time I was down on the beach that direction, about 500, 600 metres. I noticed a bright out of clothing entering the tunnel from there, just caught out of the corner of my eye. Decided to come up here as quickly as I could.
So you raced up the beach?
Raced up as fast as I could.
Feeling that there was people in the tunnel?
Absolutely. Raced up the beach, clambered up this short hill here before the track and proceeded to shout down the tunnel as loud as I could before noticing the train was coming, and then I just waved for everything it was worth.
You must have been horrified. Were you really scared when you heard the train coming, knowing that there was potentially people in that tunnel there?
I was just terrified at the thought of what could potentially happen in that case. The tunnel with nowhere to hide, two people in it and a train thundering down.
As the driver brought the train to a halt at the other side of the tunnel, Ray had already gone in, fearing the worst.
The two people stumbled out of the darkness, maybe 10 or 15 metres into the tunnel. I couldn't believe it, the fact that they were walking. You could see their eyes were wide as they could be. They were just happy to get out of the tunnel. They were completely shaken up. There was some minor injuries and the train must have been thundering right on top of them almost. I like to think that my actions signalled the driver to slow down and potentially gave the people more time to get out of the way and save their lives.
This is one of the most beautiful train journeys in the world. Ray's actions have ensured it's not known for the wrong reason. Gareth Wilkinson, UTV Live, Downhill.
Very good. A live report of today's news. Primary school teachers are to take part in a trial where they're given specialist training on how to teach children about keeping safe from abuse. The programme will provide staff